welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you are new here. As you can see by the title of today's video, I want to show you and talk about all the books that I bought in the month of October. So if you've been following along with the channel for the last few months, you will know that I am desperately trying to get the entire collection of Jacqueline Wilson books. She was a favourite childhood author of mine, and I really would like to own all the books that she has written. And I regularly go around the charity shops in our local town and anywhere that we have been on the hunt for old and original Jacqueline Wilson books. And this month I was very lucky to find 3 of her books. So the first book that I managed to pick up is one that I remember reading as a teenager, and this one is called Double Act, and this one is about 2 twin sisters. I'm really excited to add this to the collection. The next 2 books that I picked up from a 4-book series that she wrote many years ago, probably back in the 90s, I think. And it was I think it's called the Girls series. I might be wrong, but I think that's what it's called. And I managed to pick up Girls Under Pressure and Girls in Tears. Now there are 2 other books in this series. Let me see if I can find them. So in the back of the book it shows you the other one. So the first book in the series is Girls in Love, which I am still missing. And then you've got Girls Out Late, followed by Girls in Tears, which is this one here that I have managed to pick up. And then the one is Girls Under Pressure, which is this one that I have here in my hands. So I need 2 more books to complete the Girls series, and these are the final 2 Jacqueline Wilson books that I managed to pick up. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you will know that I have just recently finished reading my first Colleen Hoover book, and that was It Ends With Us. Now, even though this book took me quite some getting into, by the end of the book I really enjoyed it. And I thought, you know what, I know there's a second book to this, so I went to the works and I picked up It Starts With Us, which is the follow-on story from It Ends With Us. So I thought, you know what, because these books are quite good, I'm going to give Colleen Hoover an opportunity with some of her other books. So while I was in the charity shops, I managed to find this. And this is another Colleen Hoover book called Ugly Love. Now, I've seen quite a lot of reviews on this book, and I've also seen that it is meant to be really good. So I don't know anything about this book. I'm going to just read at the back, and I haven't even read the back of this book. I just picked it up because I saw it. So the back of the book says, "It's not exactly love at first sight for Tate Collins when she meets the tormented and secretive Miles Archer. They wouldn't even go as far as to consider themselves friends. The only thing Kate and Miles have in common is a mutual physical attraction that can't be denied. Once their desires are out in the open, they realise they might have stumbled on the perfect no-strings arrangement. He isn't looking for love and she doesn't have time for it, so that leaves just the sex. What they've got could be surprisingly satisfying as long as Tate can stick to the 2 rules Miles has given her. Never ask about the past and don't expect a future. They think they can handle it, but everything is different when real emotions start to change the equation. Hearts get infiltrated, promises get broken, rules get shattered, love gets ugly." So that's what it says on the back, and I actually think that sounds okay. Sounds quite exciting. But I'm willing to give it a try, but I'm now getting a little collection of Colleen Hoover's books. And speaking of Colleen Hoover, I also picked up another book of hers. Now, I watch BookTuber channel. If you don't know her, I'll link it down below. Her name is Alexa Ray. She is a huge Colleen Hoover fan, and she recently on a video spoke about this book called Confess. And she said it was one of her favourite books that she'd read in a long time. So when I saw this sitting in a charity shop for 99 pence, I grabbed it. I thought, it's not the end of the world. If I don't like it, I can just unhaul it if I have to. So I've picked this one up. I'm not going to read the back of this one. Going off what Alexa Ray said, it is about someone who holds art gallery openings, and I think the confessions are supposed to be drawn into the art or something like that. It did sound good, and she raved about this book, and the moment I clamped eyes on it, I just thought, you know what, I've just watched her video, how excited she was about this book. I'm just going to grab it while I've got the chance. The last book I picked up, I went into the works. My husband had asked if I wanted to go into the works. I said no, because I'll only buy a book. And his response was, well then I'll buy you a book. So he took me in and he let me pick a book, and this is the book that I picked. Now this book is called Story of My Life. I think the cover for this book is really cute as well. And it's by an author called Lucy Score. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right. I think I am. But not only is this got a really cute cover, it has also got beautiful sprayed edges. If you look at the sprayed edges, you'll see that they are a tower of books with an open book at the top. I thought this was really, really cute. A book that I actually had added to my TBR list after watching a review that someone gave of this book. So I'm not 100% sure on what it's about. So it says, the all-new small-town rom-com from the Queen of Romance. Hazel is given a 1-2 punch when she's forced to move out of her Upper East Side apartment, and is given a final warning from her publisher. If she doesn't turn in a book by the next deadline, they're cutting her loose. Hazel rashly decides to leave what's left of the city life behind, and impulse buys a house in rural Pennsylvania. Slight unseen, how better to entertain the loyal readers she still has than to rediscover her writing mojo than by immersing herself in small-town life. Too bad this town looks like it's been on its last legs. At least she's finding swoon-worthy inspiration from her hot, grumpy contractor Cam and his animal rescuing community-involved family. It's all just research. What could go wrong? So it does sound actually like a really good book, and obviously that explains the beautiful books on the sprayed edge, because she is a writer herself who is the main character in this story. Now, I did look on the back of this book, and you will see that there are 3 books, of which this one I recognise the cover of. So if I like this book, I may go on the hunt for those 3 books that are on the back. And that is it. These are all the books that I managed to collect in the month of October. So in total, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books that I've bought in the month of October. And I am excited to add the Jacqueline Wilson ones to the collection, and to be slowly growing my Colleen Hoover collection. So that is all the books. So that is it for today's video, guys. Just a really quick video showing you the books that I have picked up, either bought in the bookshops or the charity shops, or any place that I can manage to pick up a book. I hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope some of the books are books that you're maybe wondering about. Check back on the channel for reviews of the books that I have shown you today. And with that being said, that is all I have for you today, guys. I'll see you in the next video very soon. Remember, keep on reading, guys.
I've seen things never thought I would see. I need you beside me, a friend to confide in, 'cause sometimes life isn't fair. But when we're together, I know friends are forever. When we're together, our friends
time of life. Imagine having nowhere to go.